Hello, my name is
Меня зовут
Angelica.
Анжелика.
Let me introduce you to some of the results I have obtained through many years of studying the theoretical foundations of the Grigory Grabovoi's teaching while simultaneously applying the acquired theoretical knowledge in practice, achieving numerous positive results in event normalization, object materialization, and normalization of the health conditions of both people and animals. I have been engaged in the teachings since 2004. Only during the period since 2017, I have obtained a whole series of results. More than 30 results have been documented in the form of official testimonies on paper, and 5 video testimonies have been recorded for UNESCO. I also have many testimonies from before 2017, that is, before I started working with the device for the development of concentrations of eternal life. There are several testimonies already with the use of the device for the development of concentrations of eternal life, a number of testimonies with PRK1U configured for medical profile, and there are also several testimonies already using PRK1UM a modified device. In this video testimony, I will give you some excerpts of the results obtained before I used the device. The first excerpt from the testimony: the work was carried out in May 2017 on the materialization of my mobile phone SIM card, which was accidentally thrown away by me with office garbage and taken to a landfill. When I discovered that I didn't have a SIM card, well, you can probably imagine my condition. I didn't lose my head. I quickly gathered all my strength and will and sat down to work. Methods used: a video recording of Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi's lecture from November 25, 2005, The Teachings About God. Control Systems of the Future. Use the technology that was given by Grigory Petrovich in response to questions from the lecture on November 11, 2015, Simultaneous Development of Mind and Body for Eternal Life. Result: after working on the task, a few hours later, I went to the kitchen and saw the SIM card from my phone in an empty trash bin. It was hard to believe, but it is a fact, and the fact is indisputable. While I was working, my goal was not even so much to materialize the card. I wasn't even thinking about materialization at that moment. My goal was to get rid of my negative emotions and retrieve my old phone number. I didn't think about how I could get my number back, I simply wanted it back. And it happened. The second testimony, an excerpt from the testimony. The testimony was recorded on February 11, 2019. Task 2, normalization of my daughter's gastrointestinal tract. On November 2, 2016, my daughter came home from school around 7 in the evening. She was feeling well. However, when she started changing clothes, she was unable to take off her school skirt. Her abdomen was subloaded, large, and firm, just like a soccer ball. Method: working in the sphere of the supporting level of consciousness according to Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi's lecture from October 30, 2015, The Teaching of Grigory Grabovoi About God. The technologies of eternal development. Structuring of the basic level of consciousness for ensuring eternal life. Result: literally within minutes after working with Grigory Petrovich's technologies, her abdomen returned to normal, restoring its physiological state. Task 3, normalization of all my daughter's spinal structures and back muscles to ensure eternal life for her and everyone simultaneously. On Sunday, 12 February 2017, my daughter severely injured her back. She did not tell me about this incident. The next day, on Sunday, February 13, 2017, she told me that her back was in severe pain. Method: working with numerical sequences from Grigory Petrovich's book, Recovery of Man's Matter by Concentration on Number Rows. Parts Books 1 and 2. The following methods were used. Method number 3, looking at the image of matter and mentally pronouncing the corresponding numerical sequence. Method number 7, imagining numerical sequences between the image of matter and the mirrored reflection provided in the book. The work was carried out late in the evening. Result: in the morning of February 14, 2017, the next day, my daughter told me, "Mom, did you work on me? My back doesn't hurt at all anymore." Task 4, for macro salvation and ensuring eternal life for my brother and everyone simultaneously, normalization of my brother's financial situation. The financial situation was difficult. My brother lives in Russia. Far away, I controlled it remotely. Methods: Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi's lecture from October 17, 2016, The Teaching of Grigory Grabovoi About God. The method of simultaneous control of events and usage of technical devices. Lecture from October 28, 2016, The Teachings of Grigory Grabovoi About God. Interaction of consciousness and devices of development of concentrations to ensure eternal life. Various methods from the introduction to Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi's book, Numbers for Successful Business. The work was conducted on February 6, 2019. Result: on February 8, 2019, one day after working on the task, during a phone conversation, my brother informed me that, based on the results of his work in January 2019, he was awarded a bonus, and his salary for January was the highest among all the chefs in the restaurant. These are few excerpts from my testimonies. I am immensely grateful to Grigory Petrovich for the knowledge that he gives us, the knowledge through which we develop and use it to change reality, the whole reality, and normalize our events and health. Thank you for your attention.